from humble beginnings to learning from your failures to becoming a great success. What is your success story? Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. What's your definition of success?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles, and we have my guy Calder Hodge with us here today. And Calder and I, connected with through my guy Fade God, Darius Nelms. He was cutting where he trains and ran into him, but great story with Calder, and I'm thankful that he came through to share his story with us today, because I think it's very inspiring and very motivating. And really, at the end of the day, it's no excuses, because he's come through a lot of obstacles, and he's doing some amazing things, and we wanted to make sure we share it with you guys. First of all, just kind of tell us about your life story, if you would.
Well, I was born with two missing tibia bones, and I had my legs amputated whenever I was 2.5, and ever since I first started playing t-ball, and then I played football, found my love in football, and then I've just been playing football ever since.
So wait a minute, hold on, let's go back. So you said you were born with what?
Two missing tibia bones.
Okay, and then you said you played what?
Football.
And you played what before that?
Baseball.
Football and baseball. So basically, you've overcome some obstacles, but it's no excuses. You're still getting it done.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Trying to get it done. I think you're doing an amazing job.
Thank
too.
you.
As far as your career, how old are you now?
I'm 12 years old. I'm going into 7th grade, and I'll be playing for the Willowwood Wildcats next year.
That's awesome. Good deal. What are 3 things that you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Well, I think that I'm proud of just getting up every morning and do the things that I do and meeting the people that I meet. And then one last thing that I'm proud of is just getting out there and telling people my story.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What is your definition of success?
My definition of success is where you feel like you've made it. Where you feel like you've reached where you want to go, but you can't stop there. You have to keep on pushing harder.
Okay, so pushing above and beyond what you think that you can do. A lot of times, I think that has to deal a lot with mental toughness. And you may not realize this just yet, but I think you're a pretty mentally tough person, because a lot of people are not strong enough mentally to just say, hey, it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter my circumstances. I'm going to get it done. And the more you get the opportunities to experience those type of things, I think the more mental tough you get.
Yeah.
And so as you face more challenges, that's nothing. I've been through tougher than that before. Like, this is nothing.
Yeah.
And it allows you to get through those things. What do you think it takes to achieve success?
What I think it takes to succeed or to achieve success.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, you're all right.
You just have to work every day and get up and push and push and push.
Yeah. So just stay on the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do that now. I know that they don't know that, but there's some things that you do now that you're involved in as far as your training.
Yeah. Okay,
you want to talk a little bit about some things you do as far as training?
Well, I get in the CrossFit gym 2 days a week, and then I work out with a football coach or a quarterback coach, because that's the position I am, and I work out with him 1 to 2 days a week.
That's awesome. So you're going above and beyond. You're pushing and pushing and pushing to be better, so that you can be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
Good deal. Let's talk a little bit about overcoming obstacles. Based on the things that you described, and like I said at the beginning of the interview, most people, when they go through things, if it's too tough for them, they may just give up or quit. You've overcome a lot of obstacles in your life. Like you said, how you were born, the things that happened. But first, I'm gonna say that's a great credit to you. But then I'm also gonna say it's a great credit to your parents. I think that just meeting your mom, great lady.
Yeah, I owe everything to my mom and my dad. They've sacrificed so much to give me the things that I need to succeed.
Right, they put you in the right place.
Yes.
And they didn't accept any excuses either, did they?
No.
No, that's good. So about overcoming obstacles, how do you make yourself overcome obstacles on a daily basis?
Well, I just tell myself that there are people out there that need your inspiration, who that need to show that somebody is working, so they need to get to your level. Like, to give somebody motivation. That's what keeps me going. That one day I will be that person, that one kid my age, whenever I'm older, he's going to look up to me, he's going to say, wow, I want to do that. I want to be where he is.
I think that's an awesome answer. Apparently, with all of the things that you're involved in and all the inspiring and motivational things that you're doing, you have to have a support team. And you have to have some people that's, taking you those places and looking out for you.
Yeah.
And that's really helped you be the guy that you are today. Are there any people that you'd like to mention or say thank you to?
Well, I just want to say thanks to my 3 older brothers, Blake, Sheldon, and especially my brother Tyler, for just pushing me and telling me that I could do whatever I need to, or whatever I want to, as long as I set my mind to it and I keep on grinding.
Yeah. What about like teachers, coaches, any of those people you'd like to mention?
I just want to say thank you to Mr. Mayfield for being there whenever I'm down and having somebody to talk to while I'm at school.
That's good stuff. It's always good to be surrounded by good people that have your back.
Yes.
And that's not just as a young guy, but as an adult, we all need that. What are some cool experiences that you have experienced that you think, man, I'm pretty fortunate to be able to do this? Like, I know I follow you, and there's some things I've seen. I'm thinking to myself, man, I would love to be hanging out with that dude to do that, Like, what are some of those things that you've been blessed to experience?
Well, in 2014, I was blessed on May 1st, where me and my friend, we went to J.J. Watt's charity softball game, and I threw out the first pitch, but me and him both, we got to meet J.J. Watt and get autographs and, take pictures, and that was where I was just like, wow, because he's my favorite player on the Texans. That's
cool. That's awesome. There's also, and you guys will probably see, like in the intro pictures, there I saw something with like a marathon running, something.
Yeah, I run 5Ks, and I
won it. Man, you do what now?
5Ks.
Man, I can't even do that.
And I want to get into 10Ks and maybe even marathons, but I've run 3 5Ks.
Wow, so you run 3 5Ks, just that. in itself, I told you, inspiring. But just that in itself, I don't even know if I could do that. So just keep pushing, man. I think it's awesome what you're doing. Continue to grind, continue to work, continue to do those little things the right way like you've always done. And, at the end of the day, the lessons and the things that you're learning now, those things you'll be able to take with you as an adult, and use that same formula that you're using for success now. You'll be able to use that as an adult. And the bigger picture is, not only will it be good for you, but just like you said, you want to inspire others.
Yeah.
You'll be able to do that for tons of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can look to you and you can say, hey, you can do it. I've gone through this. Trust me, you can do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people need to hear those things.
Yeah, like a lot of people that tell me that if football don't ever work out for me, that I should go into personal speaking or professional speaking. And I was like, maybe I'll just do it with football.
There you go. Multitask.
Multitask.
Do it all, baby. So thank you guys for watching this episode of the Success Chronicles. We'll see you next time. God bless.